Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and on today's motovlog, it's going to be based on this lovely 2023 KTM 890 Adventure. I'm riding the base model or the S model, however you want to say it, or the non-R version. Now that I've got that out of the way, this is a topic that I've seen. I've uploaded, including this video, 5 motovlogs on this bike since I've owned it, over right at a month, and I've had a few comments that are kind of bad and a few comments that are pretty positive. But the topic of today's motovlog is the KTM questionable reliability. And I had one guy, literally, there's no way that he wrote all this out. If he did, he's really bored, or she, whichever. But they literally left. They had to copy and paste this. It was like a paragraph, and then it had like 12 points around it about, you know, yes, KTM overall is a questionable reliability, but the twins, as a lot of people call them, the 790, of course they're a twin cylinder, parallel twin, and an 890 Adventure. This guy's saying that the platform's junk, it's blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And there's a guy, of course he's not riding an 890, he's riding a 1290 for the most part. There's a guy, two-wheel rider, that has driven his 1290 Adventure, I think it's an S as well, it's definitely not the R. He's driven it like 64,000 miles, and it's a 2015. This is now 2023, and he takes cross-country trips across the bike. He lives in West Virginia, rides it to Alaska. It's been everywhere across the United States, just about, excluding Hawaii. And he's had like one mechanical breakdown, a fuel pump. It all happens on every bike. Whether it happens later on or never happens, it's eventually going to happen. Just like car fuel pumps. They give no warning either. They either work or they don't work. That's all there is to it. When you're dealing with a bike that is fuel injected and it has a fuel pump instead of a carburetor and a petcock where it's just gravity fed, it's bound to happen eventually. It may never happen, or it might happen every couple hundred miles. There's no way of knowing that. So, but everybody says, you know, like I said, KTM, blah, they're junk, blah, 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 they're reliability questionable. I took a chance. I may get bitten, I may not. I kind of doubt I'll get bitten that, the bike's not going to be reliable. One thing is this bike comes with a 2-year, 20,000 mile warranty. And as far as what I've been told by my dealer that I bought this from, is that KTM is not very picky on honoring their warranty as long as you don't, as the owner, do something to it mechanically to make it fail. Like, major modification stuff, like fuel controller. They don't really like that when you do that to them, and I can understand why, because you're doing something to the bike that is not what it's intended, tune, for lack of a better term, is for. And I get that. That's fine. I understand that. I don't doubt that, or, think bad on them for doing that. A lot of manufacturers are going to do the same thing. Even your big 4 Japanese manufacturers. But, my bike only has, 250 miles on it now, but it's never failed to start. And I bought this bike like 130 miles the back way from where I live in East Tennessee, because there's no other dealers that close. Yeah, I could have maybe took about 20 miles quicker to take the interstate the way home, but that's not what I like motorcycles for. If I want to get on the interstate and drive for 2 hours, I'll jump in a car. But I don't, like I said, their reliability, everybody says they're questioned. Well, the one guy who's very mechanically, a really good home mechanic to a rider, like I was just speaking about, has a 990 KTM, has a 1290, and about a year and a half ago, I bought an 890 Adventure R. and then he has a Husqvarna, which is a sister company, which is still really just a KTM with different plastics for the most part. He bought one of those, so technically he has 4 KTM branded bikes. If the bikes were junk, as much as he rides and enjoys riding, and you know they're not cheap, then I hold that guy's opinion pretty well. Another guy that I watch on a regular basis who comments on my video, Frank Old Man Riding. This is now his second KTM. He has a 390 and a 790 that he just recently purchased. And the little 390, I forget how many miles he said he's put on his, quite a bit, like 20,000 miles. And he's rode it everywhere. You know, BDR trips, ridden it on the interstate for 4 or 5 hours at a time to get places. Done a lot of stuff, and if the bike failed him a lot, I think I get that guy's like demeanor. If the bike wasn't reliable and the bike was junk, I don't think he'd still have it, and then I don't think he'd bought another 790, you know, a second KTM for that matter either. So you know, but that's about all I got today's motovlog, guys. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and ride safe. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.